What's happening, guys? This is Hyper Paradox, and welcome back to Let's Play Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. In this episode, we are going to see if we can finish up Guarhar Lagoon, but there are 4 gritty Goombas who are standing in the way, so I will get rid of them and cut the video. So, see you guys in just a bit. Okay, I'm back. That wasn't too difficult. I suppose I should actually say something that I didn't know before. If the Boomerang brothers hold their boomerang above their head, that means the boomerang will fly over you. And if they bring it behind them, that means they will throw it in an arc pattern. Just thought I would clear that up, but there are actually new enemies behind the Boomerang brothers, in case you haven't noticed. The interesting thing about these enemies is that they don't have a name. I like to call them unknowns. Well, actually, I just made that up. But the finned enemies, they're actually quite unique because they are one of 2 possible enemies. If they are a fish, they will hop over you, so you don't want to jump. But if they are a shark that is a skeleton, they will lean back and try to bite you. Be sure to avoid this bite, because it does have a chance of poisoning you. So if it's a fish, don't move at all because it will hop over you. See, that's a shark, so I needed to jump on him. And there's another shark, and now I'm poisoned. However, a refreshing herb will take care of that. One weakness of those enemies is that they really don't have a lot of HP. So, they don't have nearly as much HP as some of the other enemies in the lagoon. See, even counterattacks will finish them off. And, by the way, during the cut battles, Mario actually gained a level. So that is why he is now at level 30 rather than level 29. And also, Luigi will grow to level 31. And like I said, it's completely normal that Luigi is at a higher level than Mario, because he does have more sections by himself than Mario does. But here we have another orange pipe. You know what that means? More undersea exploration, but I believe this is the last time you have to do it. One thing I actually didn't know about this game previously is that, in one of the beta elements included a healing block. This healing block, when hit, would restore all of the HP and BP of both brothers. And you could use it as many times as you wanted. This block was only found in 3 locations in the entire game. One was in the Bean Bean Castle sewers. Another was in Oho Oasis, where the Fire and Thunder Palaces were, excuse me. And the third was in Teehee Valley. For reasons unknown, they decided not to include it in the final product. However, it was reused in subsequent installments. Partners in Time used it, Bowser's Inside Story used it, and I think Dream Team used it as well. So I want to thank the Mushroom Kingdom website for providing me with that information. So let's take care of this mecha blooper. And as for the rest of these battles, I am going to cut them out. Alright, I believe that is all of the enemies. So we have another vortex, but I want to head this way because there is an emblem right here, and I think we could use some more chuckle beans. Just a hunch. Now I want to see if there is actually anything in here, so let's miniaturize Mario. I actually did not mention this before, but if you miniaturize Mario and he has an exclamation point above him, that means that something is buried underground. In this case, in most cases, it's a chuckle bean. But later on in the game, we will actually be using that particular ability a lot more when we're finding another one of the Beanstar Pieces. Now, I think I mentioned this in a previous video, but just in case I didn't, I'll mention it again. Star Kisses are immune to Mario's fire, and that kiss of theirs can potentially lower some of your stats or poison you in case it hits you. I'm pretty sure I mentioned it just in another video, but just in case I didn't, I thought I'd mention it now. And really, how dangerous can pillows really be? I ask you. And cool, Mario levels up yet again. If I haven't mentioned it before, I'll mention it again. Guarhar Lagoon is a great place to level up and grind if you're under-leveled. Also, another thing I forgot to mention, now that I think about it, there's a lot of things I didn't mention. The reason why Mario gains some badge points at the end of each turn is because of the secondary effect of the Mari-Louie badge that he has equipped. It is a BP auto gain ability. Some certain types of clothes or badges will have secondary effects. I know that one of the badges that I equipped to Luigi previously made it so that he would always strike after Mario. Alright, so let me just take care of this mecha blooper, and that is it. Now, okay, I'm going to cut the video and take care of these guys, so see you in just a bit. Alright, I'm back, and both of the brothers actually leveled up, so Luigi is now at 32 and Mario is at 31. Now there's one more, well actually I believe there's one more enemy we have to deal with. And it is two Cheep Cheeps and Malabut. Not really the most dangerous combination. I'm gonna see how much Fire Brothers does to Cheep Cheeps. Once again... Oh. I've actually never done that before. That's really, really funny. He throws a fireball, it burns Luigi's hand, and Luigi runs panicked and collides with the enemy. That's actually pretty funny. Oh. In fact, that's one question I have. How can fire, in the Mario-verse, of course, be an incredibly potent weapon when underwater? I mean, you see it in Super Mario Brothers. The Fire Flower is the tool to have when you're in an underwater level. It's like the only way with dealing with bloopers. I mean, I know it doesn't make the slightest bit of sense, but it's just got me wondering. Alright, we are out of the water, so let us climb and climb and climb up to the top. We're actually getting very, very close to the end of Guarhar Lagoon. Here's another Boo statue, so we need to use the electric push. In fact, it's not working. Oh, never mind, it is. And that Boo statue will activate another piece of the bridge. Very, very cool. Alright, now only that lower portion of Guarhar Lagoon remains. So that is where the final Boo statue is. And that is where we can complete the bridge. Alright, first things first, you're going to want Mario in the back because you're going to be using the Flame Dash a lot. So there is a rock and there is a block. And there is a 10-second time limit. So you gotta be quick about this. And there we go. That is it. The bridge will be complete. Well, not the bridge that leads to the center of Guarhar Lagoon, but a bridge nonetheless. Alright, here we have another point where we can excavate some Chuckle Beans. I'll be sure to get the rest of the drinks when the rest of the drinks in the Star Beans Cafe later on in the project. But apparently I have some enemies to deal with. By the way, I wonder what Fire Brothers would do to the unknown fish. Okay, I'm gonna stop trying to do the level 3 Fire Brothers technique. But one thing I forgot to mention was if you use fire on those fins, you can actually see what they are underneath. I might as well take out one of the, No, actually I'm going to use Thunder Brothers. I'm going to show you level 3 Thunder Brothers. This one is actually much easier to pull off. 1 and 2. There, you see how the Boomerang Brothers throw their boomerangs? That's what I was mentioning earlier in the video. So 1 boomerang. I believe this is the fish. Yeah, it is. And I actually did not know they had defense. So 1 more hammer strike should take care of them. And we just gotta wait until you jump over us. You'll want to master your hand techniques because there is a boss coming up soon and you're going to be using your hand powers a lot in that fight. And speaking of fights, I gotta cut these out, so see you guys in just a bit. Alright, I'm back. You know, now that I mention it, I am going to see a save album right there. At the time I'm recording this, I actually saw the Age of Ultron finally came out, and it was well worth the wait. I really, really liked it. The final fight was excellent. And Ultron is a really cool villain. Although I don't know who's better, Ultron or Loki, because they're both very different villains. Anyway, here is a bit of a puzzle area involving more action blocks. Now, there are going to be a series of action blocks, but we have 20 seconds this time. The only catch is we have more action blocks to hit. Now, you will want Mario behind you at all times because you're going to need to spin jump with him as well as use the fire dash. Oh, okay, I'm gonna barely make it. There we go! with less than a second remaining. I thought due to that spin jump I would have to start over, but fortunately I don't. And I believe on this other side, on the other side of this bridge, yes! There is the last Boo statue in Guarhar Lagoon. So we have to electric push that. And not only will that bridge form, but the bridge in the main area will appear, and we can finally go to the center of Guarhar Lagoon. That is where the Beanstar Piece is. So without further ado, I think I'm actually going to save. We are at the Guarhar Lagoon Stone Bridge. And now that I think about it, I want to heal up because, as I said earlier, there is a boss fight that is coming up, and we want to be well prepared for it, because it can actually be a little bit tricky. And there's the Beanstar Piece. How's that feel, Hermie? Like the look of it?
Oh, I get a good feel from that.
Yes, I do. Oh look, a hermit crab that lisps.
Huh? Who are you? Have you come to help me decorate too? Why, red clothes and a mustache even. That means, could you be Santa Claus?
Not exactly. I travel through warp pipes, not chimneys. Hermie, what is it? Hey, it's the peeps that ran over us earlier. Oh wow, on closer inspection I see you have red clothes and a shiny mustache. Could you be... Wow, that jump! Pow! Then it's true! You're Mario of the Mushroom Kingdom. Stupendular! Haven't heard that interjection before. Mario of the Mushroom Kingdom is here. Party on! This is no time to be decorating. Whoa, it's true. Can I touch your mustache? Ugh. Fangirls. Sometimes they can be excellent, but sometimes they can be downright creepy. No offense to any fangirls, of course. I cannot wait to brag to everyone I know. This rules. Okay, I think that's enough.
Oh, my decorations.
Huh? Oh, you must be the president of the Mario fan club? Not even close! No, wait just a second. Green clothes, mustache. Hey, any chance that you're the famous brother who always gets left behind? Once again, Luigi, ever the butt monkey. Luigi? Well, at least they know my name. Wow, are we lucky or what? How old are you? That is actually a very good question. What's your sign and your hat size? Okay, your waist. Favorite snack?
The decorating stopped, and it is all because of you. If you want to cause trouble, then you're stupid.
And we have a boss fight against Hermie the Third. Now, if you jump on him, he will counterattack. His main attack is to pinch at you with his claws. If his claws vibrate like that, it means he will pinch you. If it doesn't, he'll fake you out.
How frustrating! It is time to speed things up.
And he's gonna power up a little bit. Now, first thing you might know about Hermie is that when you jump on him, he has really high defense. And crabs will run past him for no apparent reason. The claws really don't have that much HP. but you really shouldn't target them. You will want to target Hermie. So I'm gonna see how much Swing Brothers does. And I completely failed. And he didn't really think that was very nice. He didn't take too kindly to that. Now what you want to do, the secret to winning this battle is Luigi's Thunder Brothers. With that, you can lower his defense. And damage his claws at the same time. So let's see how... Oh, and another attack he has is he can spit bubbles at you. But you have to be careful about these bubbles because they can poison you if you let them hit. Alright, not quite enough, but it was good. See, it did a lot more damage that time. You'll want to use Thunder Brothers on him, I think about 3 or 4 times to really lower his defense, because he also has quite a bit of HP. And now that his claws no longer have HP because they're bandaged up. And I need to cure Mario. So let's use one more Thunder Brothers on him and see if we can lower his defense even further. Now occasionally what he will do is, once you get enough damage on him, he will then hide in his shell. Just like that. Now your attacks will only deal 1 point of damage to him. As you can see by these 2 jump attacks. And while he's in his shell, he will heal up some damage. Now the way you get him out is you actually have to use Mario's fire. And that will cause the tree to burn.
What are you doing to my pretty decoration? No more, stupids!
And that will cause him to pop back out immediately. Unfortunately, it will also, his claws will also be healed. Hermie really does, one of his other weaknesses is that he really doesn't deal a whole lot of he really can't deal a whole lot of damage to you. And also he only really has 2 attacks. The problem is that he has really high defense, and he's got fairly good HP. But like I said earlier, don't bother attacking the claws. And there we go! He is gone. So like I said, overall, Hermie the Third, few attacks, and doesn't deal much damage, but he's got really good HP, and he has really high defense. So be sure and use Thunder Brothers on him a lot. Please excuse Hermie, he's a little kooky. Gee, I'm sorry, fellas, I guess we were in the wrong. Yeah, it was actually your fault in the first place. Anywho, I'm sure you two must have had some reason for coming here. Huh? The bean thing on the shell? Well, whoop-de-doo, what's so important about that thing? Wow, did you hear that, Hermie?
If that's so, then I suppose I have no choice.
And at long last, we have the first Beanstar Piece. 1 down, 3 to go. And after decorating things so well, too. But we tried so hard. What, you're leaving already? I don't see why you can't stay and relax, personally. Superstars are busy people, I'm sure. If you're going back, this way should be a shortcut. But if we talk to Hermie, he'll say something interesting. Don't you have anything to replace the bean thing with? If you happen to find something in your travels, I really hope you bring it back here. So, somewhere in Guarhar Lagoon is an item which we can with which we can replace the Beanstar Piece on top of Hermes' shell. However, we need a certain item in order to get to it, and we do not have that item yet. But I will be sure to come back here, because because if we do that, Hermes will give us something rather nice in return. And with that, we have finally finished traveling through Guarhar Lagoon. Let's just wander around and relish all of the memories we have made here. And I think it's a good place to end the video as well. So, next time on Let's Play Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga, we are going to try and search for the 3 remaining Beanstar Pieces. As per usual, if you like my videos, please be sure to rate, comment, or subscribe below. I'd really appreciate it. For now, this is Hyper Paradox, signing off.